Hi Aquarius, welcome to your end of July 2025 General Tarot Update. It's Rena here. Once again, I want to direct you to my second channel if you like the tarot, because I'm focusing more exclusively on the tarot over there. Now I have decided to kind of make mostly love readings there. So that channel is called Tarot Alchemy with Raina Moon, if you're interested. But the reason, because I have the Lover's card, I'm doing love readings sometimes here. This is an open reading. So that's the difference. The heart of the matter is I'm going to hold it upright, but I picked it reversed. The Nine of Wands in reverse. This is a card in the upright position, of boundaries and sometimes having your wall up. So when it's reversed, it can be that somebody feels that they are kind of being left exposed and like some kind of an attack that prevents a breach when you have been protecting yourself in some way, and maybe someone kind of, what's that term? I guess it would be like being caught off guard, and maybe something that surprised you, that you didn't expect, and that you feel like you have been, I don't know, is the word infiltrated, or maybe even betrayed. Because we have in the past position the Ace of Wands, and this is a card of new beginnings. Sometimes this can be like a fiery affair that kind of, this is fiery energy, fire sign. So Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and it kind of starts out very strong, and maybe it kind of gets out of control with the Nine of Wands in reverse, or it's like you're taken off guard. I think I meant to say that, by a person or by a situation that may have come on very quickly and very strongly. And the higher message is the Lover's card. It's a card of having to make a choice. I actually have the Two of Wands is another card. Now, those three cards, this is the spiritual message. So what this can mean, if somebody is in a relationship, is that they may have gotten swept up in something outside of that marriage or that committed partnership, and it's like they might look back and say, I never saw it coming, or it just kind of like my defenses were down. Yeah, my defenses were down for the Nine of Wands in reverse. It's like when somebody is vulnerable, that it's almost like being overpowered with the Ace of Wands, with this very strong, forceful energy, and maybe somebody is now embroiled in kind of where they have two people, and they have to decide what to do. But it's important to note that with the Nine of Wands in reverse, the reason that you might have been in that vulnerable position is because maybe if you're coupled, is because maybe that relationship is not a good one And actually, when I look at here, this kind of emphasizes this. Because this is the card that crosses you, is the death card. And that's like, when I see this, it's almost like the person refuses to let go of something that's already dead. Also, it could be that if you have lost your spouse, lost a partner, that you are vulnerable for somebody else coming in. And the Lover's card is also a card of intimacy, so it may be that the person is in a vulnerable place because of loss. And so in that type of situation, it might be too much too soon, but the person may not understand that this is what is going on, especially somebody like an Aquarius person who may tend to be very detached and not realize that they are really maybe suffering emotionally. They're mourning, but they don't connect it to their emotions, because their emotions are kind of atypical for what a person, because sometimes people will try to get on with their life, and that's how they try to heal, and they're doing it prematurely, and so it kind of prolongs the mourning process. So it could be something along those lines too. What's coming in is the Ace of Cups. Well, this is new love, so there you go. It looks like there is some kind of a new thing going on. I think that also for people, if this is career related, this can be something where a person, like we have these aces, so we're talking about these new beginnings, and wands and cups, it's like fire and water energy, which both connect with creativity. So the Nine of Wands reverse might be someone, let's say you recently got fired and you're like, you're kind of in shock over it now because you never saw it coming, so you say. And it's really bringing in this opportunity for you to do something creative, which you might have been wanting to do for a really long time, and now you have this opportunity to do so. So it's actually a good thing, but it can come with some kind of a shocking turn of events with career, where you're just kind of like, you think, and this is what people don't realize, is that you can lose your job at any time. So when people are afraid of, they're going to try to do everything they can to keep their job, you have to remember that you can still lose your job. So why are you like, so don't ever do anything that goes against your own belief system or wishes because you want to keep a job, because you don't know that's never a guarantee. So the outcome, and I did pick it, I don't, when I get a 2, I always pick an additional card because it's kind of dualistic, and it's not like I like to have more of a definitive ending. So this can even involve, with the Two of Wands, relocation, and the person's holding the globe. So it could involve long distance travel. There's mountains in the distance. And so if this is something, maybe this can be like a really great opportunity for you to expand your territory, and maybe like be more creative. Even if you're not working for yourself, this may be something where or be more autonomous. That could be the Wands as well. And when you're choosing between two people, you're going to choose, or even like 2 careers, you're going to choose something that is bringing more passion into your life. Because maybe in the past you were more concerned with security or safety, and now you realize that life is short and you want to live in joy. So I picked an additional card, and it's interesting because this card is actually connected to Uranus, your ruler. The Fool card, the first card of the major arcana. 0 point, absolutely new beginnings. And I'm trying to think. Aquarius, Leo. Yeah, so this is a card that speaks to a new adventure. So if you're choosing between 2 careers, this may be something that you have no experience in before, and that might be why there's a bit of trepidation, because you feel like, I don't know how to do this. Or if you're going to a new country, I don't know how to work this. Or if it's a new type of relationship, maybe this is the first relationship you've ever had in your life where you feel like your heart is being stirred, like you're not just in your mind, and it feels kind of strange, but it is something that you want to go with. It's a feeling that it feels exciting, it feels fresh and new. So this is one reason that this card is connected to Aquarius is because it's being unconventional, being, going against the grain, not going, and this can also apply to careers, because if you're in the creative arts, if you're even in the healing arts, the Ace of Cups can be the healing arts. That is not something that the average person is doing. I'm talking about, like, obviously being a nurse is pretty commonplace, but I'm talking about if you're a Reiki master or something like that. But this suits you. This is exactly the kind of thing that Aquarius specializes in. But you may have fallen into that, I would call it a trap, but it's understandable, of wanting something that, is predictable, that you can, that like a predictable paycheck and things that you can count on so that you can feel like your life is running smoothly, or fixed signs. So you probably love routines and love to have everything set in place, but sometimes you have to break the pattern, or else you're going to be in a rut and you can't grow that way. So yeah, so that's what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a tarot reading, an astrological reading, or both, please check the link below for my offerings. And thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.